now. Cool. Let's. Okay. So again, this week, I've already created like a really short PowerPoint because it's quite difficult to pretty much just to do demo when I did my installations on LibreELEC. Yeah, I did like I tried using the webcam to shoot the like my monitor during the installations, but yeah, I don't think there is any point because like you guys cannot see anyway, because like it's gonna be very blurry. So in that case, I've already recorded like I think two to four videos. Yeah, so yeah, I'll just show you later. So let's go to lab 4 today. Again, I think lab 4, I might just spend probably 30 to max 35 minutes just to discuss about how to use DD. But in this case, I mean, like last week, I showed you guys how to use DD command on Mac, but I reckon I think not all students are using Mac OS. In this case, I have already recorded like two different videos. One is using Mac OS in case you guys are using Mac. The second one, which is the Ubuntu USB Ubuntu. So it'll be very useful for you guys. Okay. So I hope that you've already. That's right. Yes, from the assignment 1 link. That's right. So yes, that's right, Ian. So yeah, pretty much like when you want to do your assignment, you have two options anyway. You can just use DD on any distributions, but in this case, Paul provided Ubuntu, live USB Ubuntu, and the second one, I believe, yeah, if you have Mac, just straightforward, you can just use your Mac. So I hope that you have already, I believe you have already assembled all your Raspberry Pi. So it's done, and then let's get it started. Okay, so today it's about the installations of these versions of LibreELEC 8.2.5, which is the latest one. So yeah, I'll probably just a little bit of introductions. LibreELEC, it's by itself, that's the name, and yep, was for the Pi. Yep. So that's the pretty much like LibreELEC. That's embedded Linux operating systems on that one. So this operating system pretty much it's specifically used for the media center. So it's a package inside that software. It has Kodi and PVR. PVR, which is like your stands for personal video recording. And what is Kodi? Kodi is it's a free and open source media player software applications. So yeah, it's a combined. It's specifically for LibreELEC. So I was thinking just to do a similar demo like what I did last week. So I was trying to find how to install the browsers on LibreELEC, so I can just do a demo, like a screen sharing like what I did last week. But unfortunately, you cannot install browsers on LibreELEC. So yeah, so that's why I made recommend it. I think I would. I think it's better just to stick with the assignment spec. Yes, just stick to the assignment spec, which is like 8.2.5, because like yeah, I had my weekly with Paul, and then yeah, Paul specifically mentioned that it's better for everyone to use the version that is suggested on the assignment spec. I believe you can use the 9.1.5, which is the latest one. But and again, Paul and myself, like we haven't tried that versions of LibreELEC. So in case you find any bug or which I doubt it for this particular sections, because it's pretty straightforward. But I would just suggest probably it's better to follow the 8.2.5 from the assignment, Ian. Hope that helps. But yeah, yep, that's Cody. If you want to know more about the LibreELEC, you can just jump into this particular URL. It's pretty cool. Like I tried to connect my LibreELEC Raspberry Pi on my my Bluetooth. So I've got my Bluetooth device in my living room. So yeah, I tried to connect to Bluetooth. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You should try when you have time. So next, again, I'd like to mention again your assignment assignment spec, which is like assignment 1 but part 2. It's about the LibreELEC. You shouldn't use the noobs. I just yeah, just reminder. You shouldn't use noobs, and you need to use DD command, which I will show you later. And the steps, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward. Pretty much like you need to show how to set up your the basic network, and then use the set up the SSHD. Hopefully that's that's for your practice later. Once I explain everything, I think it's better try to connect from your terminal or from your other operating system using the SSH protocol. Exactly the same like what I showed you last week. So try to connect using SSH. And lastly, you need to use this protocol like SSH FS. So pretty much it depends. Like if you are using Red Hat, like I did at the moment, like here I'm using Red Hat. So yeah, if you can see this one here, I've already connect to LibreELEC. But if you use Red Hat, especially for Red Hat 7 Enterprise Edition, this package, it doesn't come with this package. So what you need to do, in case if you use Red Hat 7 or other distributions, if you want to install, and if it cannot find that particular package, you need to install EPEL. So you need to install this package first. So that's EPEL. Yeah, research on that one. So that's one of the dependencies. So yeah, pretty much once you install the SSH FS, and then after that you simply need to mount the folder or the particular storage into your operating system, and then just simply transfer your music or photo or anything. As soon as you mount, and then you just unmount, and then yeah, bang, all the files will be there, and you can just simply play or have a look on your LibreELEC. So that's pretty much something that you need to figure it out. Okay, so firstly, I will just show you this one, how to install the how to use DD. It's pretty much like a similar video like what I did last week, but last week we were using Noops. Noops didn't use the DD command, but in this case we're using DD command. So please have a look. This one. So again, that's this util.list. That's the equivalent command as a lsblk. So that's a list block on Ubuntu. So that's pretty much you can see what's your disk. In this case, my SD card, which is this one. So I will just probably just quickly. Yeah, that's for Mac. That's for Mac. If you want to format, just run that that command. For Mac, maybe I will just go through. There you go, the DD command. Probably I just quickly. There you go. Yeah, I run using the sudo dd, and then if that's input file, the input file, I put my LibreELEC on desktop, and then I will just target to def this tree. That's this tree. So when I did the dd command, that's on Mac, and the resource was busy at the time, so that's why I need to unmount the disk on device on def disk 3 before I ran the dd. So remember, that's on Mac. Yeah. So it will take a while for on Mac, because like some of the options, like if you've already tried using Ubuntu, you will notice that you will use the additional parameters like status equal to progress. That's on Ubuntu Live. When you're using a DD command, it's really good because like it will give you like the progress bar. Yes, that's right. It's really handy on Ubuntu. Unfortunately, on the Mac, it's a bit obsolete. So that's why like you cannot use that parameters on the Mac. So that's why like like you don't know like how long will it take, but that's why I'll just fast forward everything, fast forward to save time. There you go. So yeah, it's just suddenly there. File has been transferred. That's it. So that's on the Mac. So if I try to list again, so it has been partitioned properly. So everything, as you can see, that's FAT32 LibreELEC. So that's how you do it on the Mac. So let's see. That's on Ubuntu. Oh, okay. This is on Ubuntu. So just have a look on Ubuntu. Okay, that's lsblk, blk. So pretty much I did the format. I did the format on my same SD card, just to show you. Oh, another handy tools, which is Gparted. If you came to the lecture yesterday, it's pretty handy. You can just use that one, the GUI versions. It's nice. Very friendly. I mean, like user friendly, so easy to use. So I will just wait. So I've applied all the instructions before, like pretty much like I just need to delete all the partitions, and then after that I recreate a new one. But remember, if you, as soon as you use this one Gparted, it will just queue every single task that you assign up until you click. I think you click the checkbox to this one to execute. So it will just queue everything, but you need to execute. So that's pretty much to I'm on this video I'm using the Gparted and then do the format, and then oh yeah, I've just installed the simple recording. So yeah, on top of when I was recording this one, you know, like by default, the Ubuntu Live doesn't have any handy recording software, so that's why I need to install the simple recorder screen, because like that's by default. If you use the default screen recorder from Ubuntu, it will just cut off up to 30 seconds. So I will just fast forward this one. Pretty much just fast forward. So I need, yeah, during my recording, I had to, you know, like pause and play again, because I had to transfer the data. I've got my my LibreELEC on my external hard drive, so I had to transfer. So that's the file, the LibreELEC. So you will be receiving the file .gz, and you just need to use the command gunzip just to unzip the file. So once you've already unzipped the file, pretty much you just need to run the dd command. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I don't want to stuff up my my operating systems. So, and again, if you use dd command, if you're sleepy, or I don't know, like if you wrongly type the off, you'll definitely stuff up all your operating systems and everything's gone. So that's why be careful. Just double check, double, triple times if you want to use the dd command. I would just suggest, if you're a bit sleepy, just that's right. Yes, Ian. So yeah, honestly, when I did this recording, like the previous one, because like I was just a little bit frustrated about how to show you guys properly to use webcam. So I did all this recording like probably almost midnight time. So I almost wiped out all my hard drive. So yeah, luckily I had to, you know, double, triple check. You know, if you're sleepy, just grab coffee before you type this comment. Yeah, you don't want to lose all your data. You'll be sad. So yeah, that's a handy comment on Ubuntu. So similar like what I showed you on the Mac, but this one it's really good because like you have this command status, progress, and sync. Yeah, so pretty much once the dd command finish running, it will just synchronize. So I will just fast forward this one because it'll, yeah, just fast forward, bang, everything's get copy. So yeah, voila, everything's good. So just pause the recording. So that's how you do it on Ubuntu Live. Now, when it comes to the installations, so what I did was I copied using the dd command, and then I tried to install the LibreELEC. Just wondering who has already done the lab, today's lab. Anyone has tried before? Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Doing it now. Yeah, cool. Yes, doing it now. That's great. So yeah, that's good. So that's what I'm expecting you guys to do. But if you've done it, I tried to the other day, but yeah. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, just take your time. Yeah, Phil, good job. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting, because like Linux, it's all about practice, 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 practice all the time. So yeah, if you've done this lab today, yeah, feel free to join and have a look different options for your informations. It's very useful. Oh, that's great. Woo, awesome. That's great. Good job, Ian. So okay, so I'll just well, after tonight. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'll just quickly show you the part one here. So this is the LibreELEC. Pardon, it's a bit, like it's shaking because I recorded this one using my mobile phone, and then I tried to record as stable as possible, but yeah. So that's once I inserted my my SD card. Honestly, it's pretty fast, because like as soon as you insert that one, it will just boot up straight away and then take you to the first installations. So yeah, first installations is to set up your network. That's the first installations. So you can change your host name if you want, that one. Oops, host name if you want here, but yeah, I'll just leave it there. So just change, use the Wi-Fi. Oh, again, for your assignment, you have two options. You have to option. I mean, like, if you, yeah, that's I typed the wireless network. I would just suggest you, if you want to do your assignments here, just do it using your home Wi-Fi instead of in your workplace, because like if you do it on your in your workplace, you will be possibly having some issues when you want to transfer the file because of the firewall, this and that. But if you do it at home, yeah, pretty much you bypass everything. So as soon as you doesn't matter if you use wireless or Ethernet cable, as soon as you plug that one, it will just assign to the same subnet and same subnet from your operating systems and your Raspbian, not Raspbian, Raspberry Pi. There you go. So that's the installation part one. So installation part two will be, there you go. So once I put my Wi-Fi details, password, and then yeah, it will just automatically assign to my local home address. So that's my neighbor. So here you have the options to use Samba and SSH here. You have the options to turn on or turn off Samba, and there's next. There you go, and pretty much it's done. That's the installation is very, very, very simple. That's the option on the left hand side, but I'll just if you have looked this icon, that's a settings icon. Normally the one that I will usually go will be the settings. the settings, it will give you like many options here. The one that I normally go, I will just go to this part, LibreELEC, System Informations and System Settings. The file manager, that's where you want to drop your files. So you have the options of having Bluetooth. As I mentioned before, I tried, by default, the Bluetooth is disabled. So you need to go to the service just to enable it. Yeah, I tried using Bluetooth. So the systems and oops. So when I scroll down, there you go. That's how I enable the Bluetooth. As soon as you enable the Bluetooth and then you go back to this link, the Bluetooth, you will see all all the devices. Pretty much the rest of LibreELEC, you just simply to browse and find out. You'll find a lot of interesting stuff maybe on the LibreELEC. Yeah, but it's just something new. So that's what I did. That's the one of the important thing that you wanna check out. Probably just if you want to just go back to your LibreELEC system info to find out your IP address, then yeah, you just go to this one and then go to PVR service, this one. So you here you can find out, okay, here is my free memory IP address, and yeah, the system uptime, like how long the system has been active, and that's pretty much. Just give me a second. I will just install not noobs. That's, yeah, I have already covered this one. Oh, this is very important. If you want to back up your let's say you just have one SD card, so you can just back up your SD card. You can just back up your SD card by using this command in case. But like I have 3 SD cards, so I don't really use this one because like yeah, it's honestly I bought 3, one for experiment, one for my console retro game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just for experiment, console, yeah, and for lab. So you can just restore this one, pretty handy command. So we have touched this part. Just want to go through. So this part, we have touched this part. Pretty much. Yes. There you go. That's what I explained before. And that's your exercise, which is exactly the same. Like if you do this exercise, you have done your assignment, pretty much. Assignment part 2. So that's, yeah, we have covered all the lab 4, and the last part, which is this one. The last part will be, yeah, it should be my last slide. Yes, my last slide, just to remind you, the SSH command from your terminal. This is the SSH command. So to connect to your LibreELEC, and then do some research, a little bit research to install the SSH FS to mount to your file systems. So yeah. Any questions so far? I think it's pretty straightforward. from the video that I showed you guys, and I believe it's gonna be very useful to know two different operating systems. One is the Ubuntu Live, which is I believe it's using the latest package, and the Mac OS still use the old one. So that's why the old package of DD, and I don't think that I can upgrade to the latest one. Yeah, from memory, I think it's more like either like copyright, or I don't know whatsoever issues. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty handy. So yeah, so I'll let you do and try your to complete the lab 4 exercise. Hopefully I'd like you to give you a solid foundations in order for you to be able to do the assignment 1 part 2. So I'll be happy to wait and yeah, see if you get stuck or anything. I don't know. Just wondering, any of you guys have any issues with the rainbow screen? I think I showed you last week. Some of that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good, Ian. So that's good. Oh, that's good. Hopefully you don't get any rainbow rainbow issues. First day when I got my Raspberry Pi 3, I use the generic adapter. Yeah, I got that issues. So yeah. VMware. Uh, how many what's the memory that you assign on your Ubuntu? 2 gig RAM. That should be okay. Should be okay. Yeah, should be okay. Wait, let me check my. Wait, just give me a second. Because honestly, I don't. Yeah, I'm just using my VM Red Hat here, just to do all the bash command and then create some script. But yeah, I've never tried using the dd command on the VM, because I found some issues on that. That's why I prefer to either steal my partner Mac, or yeah, just use Ubuntu Live on my flash disk here. Is your Ubuntu recognize your SD card on VM? Okay, that's good. Yeah, because mine, I had some other issues. The main reason why I didn't use Red Hat. Oh, that's good. The main reason why I didn't use the Red Hat here, because as soon as oh, first I don't have the SD card slot on my laptop here, but when I tried using other laptop, I tried to spin up the VM and then try to insert the SD card. Uh, it's a bit tricky. Like, I don't know, like it's a bit tricky. Like it didn't get recognized. You need to. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good, Ian. So you need, I don't know, like did you add anything on the storage here, or just it's just automatically detected? Because what I did was I created I need to play around with this storage. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's auto. I So are you using you're using VMware? Yeah, you're using VMware. Um, yeah, I'm using here this one, the Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager. I don't know. Yeah, it's not detected automatically. So I did some research on that one. Like yeah, I need to play around with the storage here. Yeah, I might just give it a shot using the VMware. So see how it goes. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just stick with that. Just stick with VMware for now. So yeah, that's the main reason why. Okay, VMware Workstations 15 player. Oh, that's I might try using that one. Yeah, I might try. I know that USB, no issues with USB, no issues with USB and other devices, but for some reason, okay, free for. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. Thank you. But I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about the SD card on this particular VirtualBox, the Oracle VM. But other devices, everything's is working fine. That's totally fine. So yeah, that's the main reason why I showed you using the Mac initially here. But I just realized that not everyone uh, has Mac on their home. So that's why, like, I just yeah I just create like two different uh, video here. Any progress, Phil? Any progress with your LibreELEC? Can you boot up? Oh, that's good. Fantastic, fantastic. That's good. And Ian, oh, I believe you. Yeah, you've done yours, so should be okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah. How about Matthew? You good? Only have one monitor. Oh, okay. Okay, that's totally fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, if you have one monitor. Yeah. Yeah. Same is like I have. Yeah. 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 I've got two monitors. So that's why. Yeah, that's good. You can just do it after this. If you get stuck, yeah, I will just encourage you to shout on our discussion board. On Yeah, probably just by tomorrow. Since we have since I've already recorded this stuff today's tute, yeah, you can just simply take a look again. The recording should be okay. feel free to ask questions if you have one, or if you've already tried or completed the lab. Yeah, that's really good. That's awesome. And if you guys don't have any question, maybe we can just call it a day, because it's pretty much we have covered every single thing in our lab. Probably not too details. Probably just like the main the important part. So for example, like I'll say like the welcome screen, and then like the second one you can just put like, let's say, the heading for the network, and then probably you can just give the screenshot for you don't really have to do it every screen of the setup wizard, but probably one particular screenshot to cover the network, that should be enough. That should be enough. That's, I mean, like the idea of having this one, and this course, the main goal is we really want you guys to try and have a taste of different operating systems, and we really want you guys to try, for example, like this stuff, LibreELEC and Noobs. Next week we will be discussing about the Raspbian Buster. So we want you guys to get exposed to the different operating system, as well as the one of the latest some of the latest software. So that's pretty much, that's the whole point. So Buster is Raspbian. That's Raspbian. So they call it like Raspbian Buster. Still under Linux. It's pretty much like Raspbian Buster. That's the recommended operating systems for Raspberry. Pretty much that's just the official operating systems. Yeah. See, that's the recommended versions. Yeah, pretty much from the Raspberry Pi. Yeah, exactly the same. Like the I just known pretty much like most of everyone just known. Okay, what's the recommended operating system for Raspberry? Yeah, Raspbian. But yeah, they've got yeah, different. Yeah. Raspbian Buster with desktop, Raspbian Buster Lite. Just wondering, do you guys have any programming background before? Ian, or Phil, or Matthew? Any programming background? Many years, oh, that's fine, yeah. That's totally fine. Just RMIT, okay. So what's that? What's the programming over halfway? because I think by week 7 or I think week 8 or 9 we'll be learning about the script used by use the bash script, mostly used by like sysadmin. Yeah, it's not really like hardcore programming, but yeah, it'll be good if you can brush up a little bit. Even the code would be similar to maybe PHP or Python. Yeah, but yeah, don't worry about that one. Yeah, I will do the demo from the scratch. Don't worry about it. I will do the demo from the scratch. So yeah, later. I hope that when I show some demo on on the screen sharing, so you can just try type, because it's bash. Any bash thing we could watch. Yeah, uh, I will post it on our weekly, because I try to post weekly in the weekly announcements to remind class A and you guys class B, yeah, to have like a weekly target or weekly goal. And yeah, when it comes to week 7 or 8, yeah, I will just give you tips, probably like what's the basic of the bash that you might want to read. Yeah, yeah, I might not put it on the announcement, because I don't want to overwhelm. Yeah, because like yeah, because I believe like some of you've got really good experience on this Linux operating system, and some of you just new. So yeah, we don't want to try to overwhelm, because when I don't know, like if you came to the lecture yesterday, like yeah, like probably like many yeah, we've got like many interesting questions about the architecture of the computer. Pretty good, because maybe like yeah, some of the students, they've got like previous experience with that. In the meantime, I might just open up some other browser to there you go. That's bash. The simplest script. For the assignment on LibreELEC. I think should be, let me double check, should be, just give me a second. Should be on the PDF with the screenshot. From my from what I know, you need to compile into PDF and with the screenshot. But I'll take a note. I'll take a note of that. I will. Yeah, I'll be having like a weekly meeting with Paul tomorrow. I will just reconfirm with that. So things to do. Pretty much first, I will just remind him to provide you guys the estimations about the result of your assignment 1 part 1. And second, I will just I will catch up with him and find out what format does he really want and how details. I will get back to you, Ian, with that. Pretty much for everyone. I will just put it on the announcements for everyone. Thanks for pretty much reminding me. Thank you. I believe it'll be very useful for everyone. Okay. Yeah, I think we can call it a day. Thanks again for coming, guys. I hope today's tune really useful, and yeah, I hope that you can. I believe that you've done your assignment part 2. Yeah, as long as you can just go through again this recording, you'll be able to knock off the assignment 1 part 2. So yes, we can just call it a day. Thank you guys for coming. Have a good night. Thank you, Ian, Phil. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, still fresh. So don't forget to do your assignment after this. Thank you. Good night, everyone.